No, okay, I think we're recording.
Welcome, everybody. It is such a pleasure to be here today with you. And in these times of great change, it's wonderful to be with individuals who have this stability, this groundedness, and yet see way into what the future can hold for us. I'm MaryAnn D'Ambrosio of Leap Without Limits, and I'm so excited to be here today with Barbara Reynolds. Hi, Barb.
Hi, Mary Ann. It's such an honor to be here with you today. Thank you so much for inviting me.
I am so excited. The work that you're doing is magnificent, and it's really important individuals get to hear about it, understand how it was created, why it's so important. So if you're ready, after I do a little introduction about you, we'll jump right in. How does that sound?
Oh my gosh, that sounds wonderful. Thank you.
Yes. So Barbara is the founder of IamActivated.com, and she's a spiritual coach who has the unique ability to see what is happening energetically in the body and then works with individuals to transform any patterns that are no longer serving their higher purpose. And through her work, Barbara helps her clients align with their authentic divine self. And I am so excited to co-create with you, she says. And so we're going to learn more about that as we talk to Barbara today, or as you hear more about Barbara's work. And so tell us, Barb, tell us about this body of work you call Heart Empowered.
Okay, so Heart Empowered, I've been doing activation work for a really long time, since about 1996. Well, then activation came in at 2006, which I've been doing and which I love, I'm so passionate about. But just recently, in February, I was in meditation and I heard very, very clearly that we need to do this together. I kept hearing, you can't do this alone. And so I was kind of questioning. It's like, okay, well, what do you mean? Like, what does that mean? We can't do this alone. And what does this mean? Like, it's a technology. The technology is in the heart field. And I know there's lots of research out there about the coherence of the heart field and how we can move into a place of love and compassion and how we can create this amazing field around us. Well, what Spirit was showing is get a small group of people and open their hearts and connect. It's when we merge the frequencies of our heart fields that we change exponentially and we create something grander than ourselves. And I was so filled with excitement and joy about this. I literally, that morning I got the meditation, I called my sister, and then truly the way that it evolved was whoever called me that day. I was mentoring with two people, and then someone had called me for a session. I'm just like, this is what's coming up for me. I really think we need to do this thing. I think we need to connect our hearts and we need to create something grander than ourselves. And now is the time. And so we created originally, and this was in February, so it wasn't that long ago, a small group of people. And what I did was, I'm like, when Spirit said it needs to be a small group, I'm like, well, how small, how big? I don't know. And a friend of mine had just given me the book by Lynn McTaggart, The Power of Eight. And Lynn McTaggart, if you guys don't know her, she's amazing. She does all this research about the power of intention, and she brought thousands and thousands of people together with a common intent, and you could see what happens in the world and how it changes people's lives. And so I looked at her work, and she states to create this field of light, to get the momentum going, you need a minimum of 7 and a maximum of 12. So I thought, okay. So we ended up having a group of 8. And so we just started. And originally Spirit said to me, I heard, it needs to be 21 days. And in my head, I'm thinking, oh, no one's going to do it for 21 days. It's too long. So when I originally got on the first call, I'm like, okay, you guys, this is what I'm thinking. Let's just do a meditation. Let's move into our heart fields. Let's join our hearts and let's just do it for a night. And so we did it. And the feedback from every single person on the call is like, no, we need to continue. I think we need to continue. So of course, as you know, where this is going, it ended up being 21 days. And so that's what we've been doing. And so we've started. Now I have several facilitators. In fact, MaryAnn is a facilitator. that are running these. We're still in the creation of it. We're doing series 1 calls, which is all about a common intent of moving into our heart fields, showing up as our divine light. And that it's almost like a training on how to, we're creating new pathways in our brains about moving into the heart field and what this feels like, and this connectedness to all that is, and choosing love over fear. And it's this practice. So we have a series 1 that's a series of 4 calls, and we do it over the phone. It's a half-hour call once a week. And we have series 2, we're in the middle of series 2 now, and series 3 is just coming in right now. So basically, that's it. That's what we're doing. And it's very exciting, and it's been evolving fairly quickly.
So, what would you say about the importance of this work right now? Why is it so important?
Well, I think in the times that we live, it's such a divisive time. And there's so much strife and so much separation and so much fear. And from my opinion, when this fear comes up, it gives us an opportunity to choose love. And I know that a lot of us are doing that, are choosing love, but what the people I've been talking to and different clients I have, some people are feeling very hopeless and helpless. This is something we can do. We can choose to be in our heart fields right now. But like what Spirit keeps saying, we can't do it alone. We must do it together. The frequency is created when we join hearts, when all of us join hearts. And so it's almost like a tangible reminder of of union. And so I think it's so important right now, because we're being given opportunities every day to grow and to choose love. And this way we're doing it together. And we feel it's easier. What I'm finding is actually easier to do it together than to do it alone.
So, does it take a special type of skill set to be able to do this? What if someone's never meditated? They're spiritually oriented and fairly new in the practice or on the path. What would you say to them?
Well, that's the amazing thing about this work, is that we're doing this together. And I've had a whole range of people on the calls, from people who have never meditated before, who have just started on their path, or who just have been really stressed out and they wanted to find something different. And so that's the thing that's really amazing about it, because it's based in the field of love. And everybody knows love. Everybody knows that. And so I think there is the common line, or the commonality is through the heart field. And that's the thing that's so amazing, is because I think some of us have guarded our hearts because our hearts have been hurt. And as we come together, we're learning how to open up our hearts more and more to this amazing love that is around us. So from my point of view, I feel it's for everybody. I think everybody can access this field of love.
And they're supported because of the group energy and
Yeah, exactly.
the facilitation of that.
Yes.
It sounds like.
And in the meditations, we give them pretty straightforward instruction on how to access the heart field, how to connect with others, how to connect. Yes. So I find that it's been very, very effective.
Beautiful. And so the heart empowered calls benefit a participant in their life in what ways? What have you found so far, or what have your participants found?
Oh, okay. So I have been, well, to tell you the truth, the very, very first group that I had, it was very surprising for me, which is, and you know me,
And you're not, I mean, you are used to surprises. Some pretty extraordinary things happen.
I had some pretty extraordinary things happen in my life, which I'm so thankful for, but it was really surprising, because I had somebody on the call who had never done this kind of work before. And she was like, well, I didn't really know whether this would really happen over the phone, even though I know there's lots of research out that this field of light transcends time, space. But she's like, I didn't really think it'd really work. I just did it because you asked me to. And so, but what she was sharing with me afterwards is she was going into a very stressful business meeting, and she was about to present a really big presentation. And before she went in, she just took a deep breath and she connected in through the heart field with the group. And she said it was amazing. She calmed right down. So it was very effective. And she said, you know what? It's surprising what's been happening in my life since then. So what she was explaining to me and sharing with me is that things that used to trigger her that would make her move into fear or anger, she goes, she's calmed right down through the group. And then someone else shared with me that they were in Costco, and she goes, oh my gosh, I had a heart empowered moment. I was literally picking out peaches, and all of a sudden my heart opened up and I could see the divine in all. She said it was almost kind of overwhelming to me because I felt the love and everything. And that's an amazing thing to me. Like, that's amazing to me. I love
That's really like a mystical moment.
Right. Yes.
A spontaneous mystical moment.
So yeah, so it's been really, and I keep getting, now granted, I'm just on my third series 1 group, and so I'm just getting, but I am, like, someone told me that they were inspired to write for the first time in years. And somebody else said that that she had been working with a very stressful job, and she was having a hard time, it was raining and she forgot her computer and she had to present something. But she said as soon as she tapped into the group, and she kept saying, you know what, all I needed to do is hold on to my necklace, and I just dropped right back into the group. So I have heard back lovely stories about how it's been affecting people's lives.
So tell me, you just said something about hold on to the necklace. Tell us about that. That's pretty special with regard to, oh, you're actually showing us. Oh, okay.
It's this beautiful seed of light, mother of pearl necklace. So this is the heart of the center of the flower of life. And so each one of the participants gets one of these. And what we do is it's a tangible tool so that this can be the reminder that we're all connected. So, if you're wearing it through the day, you can just hold it and take one deep breath and then connect right into the group. And so it's just a symbol of our connection, of our eternity, our connection through our hearts. And so when you sign up for Heart Empowered Call, everybody gets one of these.
So that's Heart Empowered Call Series 1. That's automatically, they get that as a gift.
Yes.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's exciting. I know I love gifts. So it's and to have something tangible to tune into, to touch, definitely helps us to embody the essence of that. I feel quicker. I don't know if that.
Love it. I wear it all the time. I love it.
Yeah. So is there anything else you'd like people to know about the Heart Empowered work?
Well, I just feel that if there's something that you want to do, if someone really wants change in their life, or if you're feeling those feelings of hopelessness, or if you feel like, it's just time to really change and kind of claim our power back. Because one of the root beliefs or the tenets that we live by in the Heart Empowered groups is, as I know myself in truth, I see you in truth, or as I claim my divinity, I see you as divine. And as we do this, we lift each other up into that higher frequency of light. And it's so beautiful what we're creating. And each one of these groups is building on the next. And we're creating this wave of light. And what my goal is to get, originally I said, I want an original 144. And then someone said to me, why stop there? Why don't you have 144,000 or 1,400,000? I just feel that it's so important at this time for us to kind of stand up and claim our own light and to claim our own divinity, because that's what we are. That's who we are. And as we stand up and do this, or as we claim it for ourselves, and as we see that in each other, then we lift all of us up and we make the change that we want to see in the world. And that's what my hope is. And that's what my prayer is.
And what a beautiful way to come full circle in what this really is about. So Barb, thank you so much. Again, Barbara Reynolds of IamActivated.com. You can check out the website to look under Empower Calls, and you'll find the next group that's starting. And hope you're able to join us real soon. Thank you so much for being with us, Barb. Thank you.
Thank you, MaryAnn.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye.